Modern Real Estate Practice Workbook, page 1. Unit 1, the nature, description, and use of real estate. Learning objectives. When you have completed this unit, you will be able to discuss the concepts of land and ownership rights in real property. Distinguish between real and personal property and how they are transferred. Identify and explain the methods for describing land and real property. Explain how land use is classified and affected by restrictions tied to police power, zoning, deviations, and disclosures. And demonstrate how to calculate square footage and the frontage/street front of a property. Study plan. Before class, complete the reading assignment in Modern Real Estate Practice listed in the course syllabus. Read the Unit 1 key points on the following page. After class, complete the glossary review. Complete the review exam. Page 2, key points, Unit 1. There are two types of property, real property and personal property. Real property is the land, anything affixed to the land, and rights and interests in the land. Real property is conveyed by a deed. Personal property, chattel, includes all items not attached to the land that may or may not be conveyed when the property is sold. Each item of personal property is listed in and conveyed by a bill of sale. Rights and interests in the land include air rights, water rights, mineral rights, oil and gas rights, and support rights. Improvements may be natural, growing, or man-made fixtures. Personal property attached to the improvements become a fixture. Land is not classified as a fixture. The tests for distinguishing fixtures from personal property are based on determining the intent of the parties. The tests include the method of attachment, adaptation of the item to the property, the relationship of the parties, and any provisions in a written contract. Fixtures are considered real property and are conveyed in the deed. All valid deeds must contain a legal description of the land being conveyed. There are three major types of legal descriptions: metes and bounds, rectangular survey, and recorded plat. The metes and bounds method describes land by a series of courses, compass directions, and distances. It starts at a defined point of beginning and then describes the boundaries of the parcel until an enclosed tract of land has been described. The rectangular survey or government survey describes land by reference to a series of grids, a series of ranges, tiers, and townships relative to a principal meridian and a baseline are used to locate the property. The recorded plat method describes land by referencing or referring to a lot number on a plat map that has been filed and recorded with the county recorder. Because the plat map contains a detailed description of the land, simple reference to the plat map is sufficient. This method is also called the lot and block or subdivision plat method. A survey or an improvement location certificate, ILC, may be used to establish and find property boundaries. Both documents will also identify encroachments. The purpose of land use controls is to alleviate problems caused by haphazard, unplanned growth of urban areas and to promote more rational development in the future. Zoning laws are also meant to protect the health and safety of the community's inhabitants. Buffer zones are used to separate areas with incompatible uses. The purpose of building codes is to protect the public health and safety. Building codes set minimum standards for construction materials, plumbing and electrical codes, and the structural integrity of a building. A building's permit must be granted before construction can begin. A certificate of occupancy will be issued once the building is complete, and a final inspection verifies that the builder has complied with the codes. Zoning ordinances, which are set at a local level, may be amended. A zoning amendment must be justified by the needs of the community.